What we gotta say? You start.
Behind the scenes, Vaxxo and Ben, we're just starting our new podcast. We don't know what's going to happen today.
We're gonna talk about life.
We hope so. I mean, it might end up in a fist fight. We'll see.
You know.
Yeah,
it's
not between us. But
yeah, somebody else. You gotta start something new.
I
think you guys are gonna. I think you guys are gonna love. No?
I don't know. Just an idea.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.
Rock dance. Rock dance. Rock dance. Rock dance.
Well, welcome to our podcast. This is our first pancake, so we hope it goes well. We're just having a conversation, and if you feel like sticking around for that, please do. And if you don't,
just go.
Just turn this off right now. And
we love you, though. No, I can't say that.
Oh my gosh!
It got.
You know what? It's nice to see you. How are you?
Man, I'm good.
It's been too long.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But we're back. We're back with this first episode, and I think it's going to be a success.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
I have no idea what this podcast is about, but it's kind of fun for that reason.
Yeah.
So we're just talking and
special because we work so many times together just in the music.
Yep.
And this is a different thing for both of us.
It's a different animal altogether.
Absolutely. Yeah, what we got to talk about?
Well, I wanted to talk about you.
And I want to talk about you. Let's do it.
All right. I wanted to kind of frame it a little bit. You know, you are someone who's grown up in Portugal.
Yes.
And you've come to Canada and you've made a career here in Canada with music, and you made a career in Portugal. And I was lucky enough to meet you and start working with you.
Sure.
So I guess my question would be, what country do you like better? This will be for all the people watching. Where do your allegiances lie?
I do like Portugal a lot because but I love Canada.
You like it so much that you live there?
Yeah, I was there for so long, and I find that it's good to change sometimes. But I love my Canada now. I'm turning into a Canadian guy.
That's great.
What about you, man? Tell me a little bit about you.
Yeah.
You were born in Canada, obviously.
I was born in Canada, and I've moved all over the place. And I lived in Montreal, and I've lived in Houston, Texas. And Canada's amazing.
And you started with the music business here. That's the only thing that you did, basically, all your life.
Yep. No plan B, basically. I've had a series of very supportive people in my life who have stayed with me as I was building my career. Yeah. And some of them might be regretting that now because
you're such a good artist and musician, so you have it all. So I think you chose well.
Yeah, thank you.
No
thank you.
No worries.
Oh my goodness,
you're my friend.
Yeah, it's amazing. So tell me a little bit. I wanted to pick your brain a little bit about being like a dad. You're in the music industry. You've got so much going on. I want to figure out, what that means to you being a dad and how that sort of inspires what you do and also creates, I'm sure, some challenges.
It's a tough call, especially and it's the same. You have to pay attention to your kids, plus you have to pay attention to your work. Mm-hmm. But it's a challenge. You got to be on the road. You have to give up your family for a while.
Yeah.
And vice versa. You have to have a balance in your life. And I assume that it's the same with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
it's hard.
But it's but I think they appreciate the fact that we're doing something that we love, and that's what we try to input in our kids, right? Like. So.
Yeah, I've always thought if you don't do what you love and your kids watch you kind of living a soulless life.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't think it's a good thing for them to see. It's a good thing to model some proper, life ethics by just loving what you do.
Yeah. But you spend more time in the music than me, actually. So it's harder for you, I guess.
I do.
With a lot of artists.
I have a home studio now, and if I have to work on something, I can often pick times during the day where the kids are at school, and then, while the kids are being put to bed, my wife will graciously put them to bed while I get to work on music, and it makes it a lot more
interesting.
manageable and interesting. Yeah. If someone needs a revision on a mix or something, I can just kind of run down to my basement studio and finish it and then send it off and, take half an hour, and it doesn't have to be running to the studio like I used to do in Kensington, which was really fun, but now I live 2 hours away.
Yeah.
So
plus you still play with Mama Sugar.
Yeah.
Which is another project.
Yeah.
You're involved.
Yeah, we're finishing up our album.
Yeah.
Which has taken 6 years.
Hey.
So
Sometimes it takes that time. But it's gotta be good.
I hope so.
That's for sure. If it's like the other ones that you had in the past, amazing.
He's heard some behind the scenes stuff. We're working on some collaborations too, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
That's gonna be nice.
I got some like Vaxxo and My Sugar co-write stuff that's happening. So
basically, the Give Me Life, we did it all together.
Yeah.
Even though it was a Vaxxo project, was Mama Sugar
Yeah.
hiding between the all, but they did all the production for the music. So
Yeah, that was awesome.
that was the first one, and I think we're gonna have more in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just an idea.
It's our first pancake.
Yeah, first my cake. Are we deciding on the name? Yeah, deciding on the name or not?
Well, we could.
Are we done? Is it Burn Pancake? It's gonna be the one.
I haven't checked if there's any other podcasts with that name, but I doubt
That's
it.
true. But I love the fact that you came out with that one.
We're gonna check it out. We're gonna check it out.
Or we can label with people to
Yeah.
choose a name for.
Yeah, that's right. That's dangerous. Did you ever see that competition that happened in the UK where there was a boat naming competition, and they said people send in your name ideas, and then the public will vote, and we'll choose a name, and the one that makes its way to the top of the list is going to be the official name of this ship, and it was a ship for the Royal Navy kind of thing.
That's crazy.
And so the top name was that one, and they had to put it on the boat,
Oh,
was Bodie McBoatface.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
So I don't
Right?
think it's a good
They
idea.
tried to say, oh, no, I don't think we can do that. But we're like, rules are rules. That's,
I don't think we got to do that.
Bodie McBoatface.
10,000 names.
Right? Yeah. Someone's going to say like the Diaper Boys or, it's going to be something terrible like that if we let people name this podcast. So,
Hey, it is what it is. We'll
Yeah.
take it. We'll take it. We're grown-ups.
yeah.
The good thing is, I know that this is the first episode, and we got to have more people here with us, more artists, and I think people in the industry and off industry, obviously.
Yeah.
I think we're good for that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to have just interesting people in, have conversations, and just see what happens. I think there's no agenda.
Yep.
We're just going to talk and
Just
see
go
what's
with the
going
flow.
on. I wanted to compare something. I know that you're a meat eater, and I'm a stark vegan. And so I just want people to know that there is hope. People can get along and have a difference of lifestyle or opinion. And so I want you to tell me what your favorite vegetable is, and then you can ask me what my favorite kind of meat is.
That's a tough one, Ben. I will go for the regular salads. That's not a vegetable, I guess.
A green salad.
A green salad, arugula
Nice.
with a little bit of prosciutto on top.
I love it. I love it. Fantastic.
So I think, and I know there's a few that I like. I don't eat vegetables as I should, but I think maybe
This is your wake-up call.
I know my wife's gonna kill me when she hears this. I like broccoli. That's it. Got it.
Broccoli is amazing.
That's it. What about you?
Well, the setup was, of course, a big ruse because I wasn't going to tell you my favorite kind of meat, so I don't have one.
Of course. No, but it's
I do like Beyond stuff though. The Beyond burgers and the Beyond sausages.
They taste like meat. I think that's a good debate because there's always these beef in between vegan and meat lovers, and
Don't you mean there's a broccoli between us?
there's a broccoli in between us mixed with bacon. No,
I'm baking your problem.
I actually stopped eating pork.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Was it the fact that it's sort of full of parasites and you felt bad for pigs, or you thought they were
both.
cute little noses?
It's both. It's they have a lot of parasites, that's for sure. And it's just not healthy for you.
Yeah.
It's not healthy, and I feel sorry for the animals too.
Yeah, that's what got me. Actually, pigs were like my gateway into vegetarianism.
Oh yeah?
I saw a movie called Gordy, which was a 90s movie all about rescuing pigs and freeing pigs just as they're getting to the slaughterhouse and everything. My parents made the mistake of showing me that movie, and I instantly stopped eating meat, and then they didn't know what to make for me, and then it was a big pain in the bum for them. But,
obviously.
I turned my whole family vegetarian after that, so...
So that's good. I as a good Portuguese guy, I should eat pork every day. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't do it because I know as I get older, I know that it's not as good as other meats like chicken or other meats. So I still eat meat, but pork I'm trying to give up.
Yeah. Do you know another fact about pigs? They actually taught pigs to play Pong, the video game, like the late 70s video game. I think it came out in the late 70s. Yeah. So like pigs have the intelligence of like a 6-year-old child. Which is crazy. It's all that stuff. I mean, I saw a really funny website put together by vegans, and it was an ad for grade A dog meat. And it was like, they're raised outside, they're free range, they're so happy, and then it's like such good meat. And you go through this whole thing and it looks real, and you're about to order, and then it says this website is fake, but it's like drawing attention to the fact that if it was a pig, you would feel differently, or then you would feel like, oh, I'm going to eat a pig, but I would never eat a dog.
Yeah.
But then and then there are places in the world that do eat dog, and it's just, I remember Emma was telling me she was traveling and she got to a party at someone's house and there was a mystery meat on the table, and behind the scenes they told her like, this is dog. She was like,
I love my dog. I don't like my dog too much to eat dog, man. It's tough. But it's the same with pig.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Sometimes my dogs misbehave and you feel like eating them, but
yeah, not just the dogs. No,
my gosh,
it's true. But I'm feeling sorry for those animals, man. It's hard for me to give up meat. Life,
well, if it's you talk about family recipes and cooking and traditions and get-togethers. My grandmother was so horrified when I became vegetarian. She would order Chinese food every time I came. All of a sudden, she was like, I don't know what to feed you, because all of my recipes have meat and dairy and eggs and things like that in them, and there's nothing else for me to...
Even though the last time that I was in Portugal, I noticed a big change in people. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of vegan people now. And when you go to restaurants, you're starting to see on the menus more vegan options, which is good.
I found that actually it's interesting in Texas as well. Because you think of Texas as this huge steak-ridden place, and it's all meat eaters and everything like that. But actually, in a weird way, there's a huge vegetarian community, because anytime there's a it's like the pendulum swing. It goes this way, and then there's a counterculture. And they say counterculture sometimes is up to maybe 25% of the population. Now, I don't think that many people in general are vegetarian, vegan, but I saw that when I was down. There was such a strong culture of that stuff that we were like, this is amazing, perfectly able to live down there, even with all the barbecue stuff that exists.
It's changing.
It's changing, yeah. Well, so, it's funny though, because I think about now, it's like you have this whole culture of health is actually kind of it's taking care of yourself is almost as alluring as drinking was 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like people, even talking to musicians, it's like they come in with a bottle of water now. Or like, seriously, like 10, 15 years ago, they would come in to the studio and I'd be waiting for them as the producer. I'd be waiting for them. And they'd bring whiskey, they'd bring a 2-4 of beer, and they would be slamming it as they're working. And of course, the quality of the work suffered terribly. And you'd have to just get in the next day and hope to get enough takes before they finish the next day's amount of beer. But people show up with, it's like bottles of water now. It's like, I'm on a cleanse. I've got my smoothie, it's all this.
Kombucha.
I love it. Kombucha?
Kombucha.
I love the way you say that. I'm going to use that. Can I have some kombucha?
Kombucha. It's my Portuguese accent kicking. Sorry about
I
that.
love your Portuguese accent. It's fantastic.
Could be better.
Don't.
Could be better days.
My accent could be better. Like it could be thicker, you mean?
Yeah, I think it could be better. By the time 20 years in Canada, it should be enough to speak good English. Well,
You speak good English.
I have those days. Not in the morning.
People who want to learn to speak English good and who want to learn to do other stuff good too. You could go to a school or something and learn that.
Yeah.
And
I learned all these years working with you. My English got better, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, because you force me in my songs to make it better.
It's one simple trick. It's when you say you put your tongue between your teeth.
It's true.
That's it.
But I
think that's the only trick that I taught you.
No,
Everything else was cool.
No, you taught me a lot. But yeah, it's still there. The accent is still there. I do like to have an accent.
It's a Voxcent.
It's a Vaxxo.
That's right.
It's like a Vaxxo rose kind of thing.
Voxel Rose.
No, but it's important to not to lose your accent too, because it's part of your life, right?
It's part of you, yeah.
I moved here when I was 27. It's been 20 years.
Wow.
I'm 32 now.
The math checks out. It's
absolutely.
totally, that's yeah.
But it helped working with people that actually was born here.
Yeah.
Well, my wife is Canadian too.
Right. That helps, obviously.
She forced me to. Every time I say something, right? That's it. And I respect, obviously. I have to respect. There's no other option.
Get into shape.
My daughter, the same thing.
Right.
It's taking the same path.
Yeah.
So technically, I'm nobody.
Oh. It's okay. It's okay.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, it's really nice to be here today, starting this project with you. Like I said, we always focus on the music, but this is actually something different.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be. I think we gotta take this on the right path, and it's
gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
You know what? It's like building a plane in the air. Is how it is. We basically decided we're going to do this. We got our intentions, were to come in and just start something and then see where it goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is it. So we're starting. We're, again, this is not starting as a virtuosic thing. We're just having a conversation and we'll see how it evolves from there and where it goes. And I'm really, I'm just really excited about all the possibilities,
Oh, I agree. I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be cool, especially with the people that we have in mind to bring in. Mm-hmm. I think it's got to turn out to be a good project.
Yeah, I think so too.
And it's casual.
Yeah.
We don't want anything
super cash.
fancy.
No.
Some people like us. Casual people.
Are you even casual, bro?
We're really, really normal.
Yeah.
No, we want people, all kinds of people. We love everybody, so
yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna be a fun thing to do.
I was gonna ask you. So you travel around the world. What's the favorite place that you've ever been to?
Amsterdam.
Nice. Yeah.
Loved it.
Wow.
Loved it.
Cool.
It's not for nothing. It's not what you guys thinking. It's just a beautiful country.
Yeah.
And the city, like, it's amazing, man.
Nice.
There's freedom. What we're noticing, even with weed in Canada, they've been doing that for many years. Not that I smoke.
Right.
But
The legalization.
This freedom of speech, this freedom of doing whatever you want without being judged.
Mm-hmm.
It started there, I find. Like, it started in other places, obviously, but then I think Amsterdam's opened the doors for stuff like this. Mm-hmm. And that's what we want.
Yeah.
Freedom, right? Like, that's basically what people want.
We'll just give people a right to choose, and then it's people can do what they want with their life.
What about you? What's your place?
Oh, my favorite place that I've been. I want to say London, England, probably. Yeah.
I've never been. I actually been, but it was 2 hours.
It's a very special place because all the music I love has come from England, or a majority of it. So, whether it's the Rolling Stones or the Beatles or, Radiohead, Travis, like all these bands that I listened to growing up, Coldplay, obviously. I was really inspired by the music there. So when I went there, it was like, this is the land of where everything comes from. And I suddenly got context.
Yeah.
So it was very inspiring to me on the sort of musical front as well.
Yeah.
And I felt like I could totally live here. So I was really enamored with it. I liked France as well. France was interesting. I have to say parts of Paris were really cool and was very beautiful, but I actually really loved the south of France. So Cannes and that whole area. Like I spent probably, I think it was 6 years in a row. Every June I would go down for a week to Cannes for the Medem Festival, which is like, the equivalent of the Cannes Film Festival, but for music. And it's funny, every June now I get the itch to like go back, but I haven't been back since like, I think 2019 was the last time I was there. And I seriously miss it. Yeah, it's been about 6 years now.
I do like Spain too. Barcelona is amazing. I really
Barcelona.
Like Barcelona. It's amazing.
Which was called that pronounced that way because the king had a lisp. Really? So everyone had to pronounce it the way the king pronounced it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Apparently so.
Barcelona.
According to historians, but what do they know?
Barcelona, it's good. No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. The beaches are amazing. Mm-hmm. It's a party place.
I'd love to go there.
Never been to Ibiza.
Ibiza is probably like next level.
Yeah. Should be good to go. But I think I'm getting too old for that thing.
Yeah. Where does Pepperoni go to party?
No idea.
A pizza.
I will eat pizza now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, dad jokes. Sorry, we're both dads. You're going to get a lot of dad jokes on this. And I really...
Yeah.
On one hand, I apologize, but also all you dads or future dads are welcome to take notes. So...
Learn with that. Learn with us. No, you're not going to learn anything with us. We're respectful dads, but we have our own issues.
Yeah. We sure do.
Good issues, though.
We have, mostly.
Yeah. So,
aside from all the bad issues, but
that too. This is going
haven't had a good night's sleep in like 3 years.
Hey man, that's
kind of the big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember sleeping a full night.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, probably the last couple of years.
You know what my problem is with sleep? I will tell you right now. I am super interested in everything.
Yeah.
So I don't get bored very easily because as soon as I have nothing to do, I'm like, oh, I'm going to take a look at this project that I haven't looked at, or I'm going to look up some information on this new thing, or I'm looking for a new piece of audio gear, or like right now I'm shopping for synthesizers. So I stayed up till like 2 a.m. last night looking at Oberheim synths, and I'm probably going to pull the trigger on one because in 25 years of music producing, I've never bought a proper synth. It's all been soft synths and things like that. And I want to get into actually, because I love sound design.
Yeah.
So I want to just, get that stuff. I was looking at Moog, which is another company that does synthesizers, and there's some wish list ones there, but the price is so high. So I'm just trying to keep it easy. I mean, I want to feed my kids. So.
Yeah. But Juno, if you listen to this, please send us a few. We'll promote.
There you go.
Juno was the
Junos
best.
are cool, yeah. They're rolling Junos.
Like, my first few bands, I had keyboard players that they had this Juno.
Yeah.
And the strings on those things.
Oh, they're beautiful.
They're amazing.
They're
man.
beautiful.
And we used to use the strings for everything.
Yeah.
There was no... A song goes with a saxophone. That's good. We use strings.
Juno strings.
We do everything with Juno strings. And it worked.
Yeah.
We worked for many years. Playing live, nobody cares. As long as it comes out good.
Do you know that the producer named Jack Antonoff, who produced St. Vincent, Taylor Swift, he did 1989 for Taylor Swift. He did Los Angeles for...
I think I heard about him. I don't know.
Or Mass Seduction for St. Vincent, and a number of other really interesting albums.
Yeah.
He's the singer from Bleachers as well. And his work all relies on like analog synths with dials and everything. And the sounds that come out of these analog synths, I mean, it sounds different, right? It's real voltages and circuits, and like it's much more organic. And that's the quality that the Junos have, right?
Absolutely.
So
I think everything is going back in time. I think we're catching back the 70s, 80s, and then we got to the 90s. We had the boom for electronic music. They used a lot of stuff like that, but it's coming back, man.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
coming back. I think music is changing.
It actually is. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, now we're halfway through this decade,
Yeah.
and there are some new sensibilities in music happening, and again, I think, like you said, the reason some of the things seem like they're regressing is that it's actually going back to more of a sense of
Yep.
authenticity.
Absolutely.
Of we like real, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm calling it. In the age of AI, nothing is going to be more valuable than real human-made product.
Yeah.
Whether it's art, music, creative writing, things like that, like things that are not easy to fake. And so I think it's going to be something where if we can capture that authenticity,
Yeah.
we'll be in good shape.
I think the what makes me happy is that there's a lot of new kids going back into the rock and roll kind of thing.
100%.
Just FYI, we're kind of rock and roll guys.
Yeah.
Even though we like all kinds of music, I think Ben as well we're the same.
100%. Love good music, right? Like,
And I think I've been watching all these bands coming back, like Bush, all these bands rock and roll from the 90s. They're coming back strong.
Yeah.
And I think the new kids in the artists, they're actually making good music too, and like starting to make good music in terms of the rock and roll. I think it's coming back
yeah.
slowly. It's got to have like a different vibe, probably.
It's really interesting that you mentioned this too, because, I've heard so many naysayers, like in my own life, even. There was one guy who I was working with, and he took me aside and he said, your music that you're making with My Sugar, it's rock music. It's really out of fashion. You shouldn't be doing that.
No.
And I kept thinking, like, this is during the process, probably about 3 years ago. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm actually not going to take I'm not going to let his insecurities about how he feels about music impact how I feel about my own music.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because now, again, like you said, you're seeing the resurgence of rock. The Trues have a #1 hit in Canada with their new song. Like, it's like all this stuff is creating this new exciting time where rock is like really energetic music.
Absolutely.
It's made with real instruments. It's like, it's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Performance-based music. And I think that it's really moving away from that all sequence digital
but
plastic
at the same time, I notice a change in Europe. I find Europe now getting more of African vibes, like in the music business.
Yeah. I've noticed that too, actually. Yeah.
Less rock, but more of those. I think it's a cycle, though. It comes this way, it goes that way, and comes back in.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's
here's the bottom line: is I actually think that it's got to just be like really good music.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And
So-
we did half an hour.
We did half an hour. That's amazing.
Wow, that's so good.
Yeah, but yeah, if it's good, cream rises to the top, and you get something worthwhile.
Yeah.
So
And I think it's gonna happen.
I think so too. But and you know what? Just shout out to this gentleman in the studio next to us singing his heart out. He's, I don't know if you guys can hear that on the mic, but there's a guy who's here at Sleepless recording some vocals, and he seems to be killing it. He's doing a good job.
Yeah.
And I applaud people making new music nowadays and just having the courage to get out there with music. So
Yeah.
that's good stuff. But yeah,
nice.
we're gonna keep going, and we're gonna have some very interesting guests on, and we're just gonna have some more conversations. And if you like it, great. If you don't like it, we can help direct you to a different show, I suppose.
I agree. Yeah, there's a lot of shows out there. So
There is zero pressure to watch this.
well, the good thing is we're in talks to have these in all the social media, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
TikTok Live, maybe we were thinking.
Yeah.
Potentially doing
yeah,
some maybe
TikTok
live
is
Instagram.
killing it, man. Like,
You know,
Facebook is losing a little bit to TikTok. I have a few good friends that they're doing well on TikTok.
yeah,
And you have a lot of people going to TikTok. Even if they pass by while you're doing a live just to see it, most they stick with it. Like,
That's
you know what I
cool.
mean? So I think we got to be there soon. We just got to start creating everything here.
Yep.
You-
That's
you
great.
agree? Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down.
down too.
So you get to see two kind of rock star dad types just basically shooting the
Yeah. That's it.
proverbial, you know what. And I won't say it because we'll keep this PG, but you know.
That's true.
My kids are watching. You can't say the S
you
word.
can- of course.
Anyways,
of
just
course.
kidding.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah. Good to
We're-
see you, Vashko.
Nice to see you, brother.
Yeah, great to
Yeah,
get in the
man.
studio together
Yeah.
again and chat and
Doing something different these
Yeah,
days.
that's right.
It's
That's
actually
right.
relaxing.
It's great.
It's not so stressful when we're doing because when we're doing something with music,
Yeah,
we try to focus to do the best one.
that's right.
Here we just chill.
It's just
Just
chill.
chilling.
It's just chill. We'll have a few whiskeys before we come in next
We can
time.
do that
Right?
outside.
Yeah, just outside. JK.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Peace.
Until next time.
Bye.